The wicked nanny tasted the soup. She thought it was bland, so she spat directly into the pot, then used her dinner fork to scratch her head. Flakes of dandruff fell straight into the soup. Unfortunately, the lady of the house saw it all. She rushed over to stop the nanny, but the nanny showed no remorse. She claimed this was normal back in the village, and accused city folks of being too delicate. Faced with her rudeness, the woman held back her anger and said nothing more, because the nanny was a relative introduced by her mother-in-law. Just yesterday, while the woman was nursing her child, her mother-in-law barged in with the older aunt. Before the aunt even greeted her, she spat on the woman's $10,000 carpet, then wiped her nose, and cleaned her hands on the woman's silk nightgown. The woman tried to stop her, but her mother-in-law immediately defended the aunt, saying she was a family savior. Years ago, when she lent $20, she'd saved her life from starvation. At that moment, the baby happened to pee. The aunt pulled out a dirty cloth diaper from the countryside, claiming it was more breathable than modern ones. Then she held up a diaper soaked in baby urine and told the woman to press it on her chest, promising it would boost her milk supply like a fountain. The woman was horrified and shoved the aunt to the ground. The husband came running after hearing the noise. The aunt and mother-in-law accused the woman, saying she had attacked an elder without asking questions. The husband blamed his wife, telling her to respect family, and said the aunt was a savior of the household. He forced the woman to apologize for the sake of peace. She swallowed her pride, seeing this. The aunt suggested she stay and help with the baby, but demanded $30,000 a month. The woman was shocked. She said even a top nanny with a degree from a top university only cost $8,000. She accused the aunt of scamming them, but the husband cut her off and agreed on the spot. From then on, the aunt would spit food back into the pot, scratch her head with utensils. The woman couldn't stand it anymore and dumped the entire pot of food. The aunt threw a tantrum on the floor. The mother-in-law and husband rushed in and blamed the woman without hearing her side. Again, the husband forced her to apologize, with tears in her eyes. She did as she was told during dinner. The aunt tried to secretly feed chewed food to the baby, saying it was easier to digest. The woman stopped her at once, saying adult mouths carry bacteria harmful to children. The aunt didn't care. The mother-in-law sided with her, saying the young generation was too fussy. Then the aunt brought out a strange herbal soup, boiled with mountain herbs and a dead rat, saying it would help with lactation. The woman almost vomited, but the aunt and mother-in-law threw another tantrum, saying she didn't appreciate their kindness. The husband was annoyed and tried to calm his wife, telling her to just take a sip for the sake of peace. The woman drank it through tears. Late at night, she caught the aunt breastfeeding her baby. Furious, she exploded and demanded the aunt leave immediately. The aunt threw another fit. The mother-in-law and husband came out again and scolded the woman, saying she was always causing trouble, that she would tear the family apart one day. The husband said she was overreacting, claiming the aunt meant well. The woman knew no matter what she said, they would never believe her. So she stormed back to her room, but things only got worse. The next day, she saw the aunt boiling her smelly socks in a pot, claiming it was for disinfection, then used the baby's face towel to wipe her feet. The woman had had enough. She demanded the aunt leave, but the aunt ran